Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I hope you're doing very well. We've just drawn 2-2 against Ipswich in the Premier League. I don't want to sit here and say that I told you our manager's not good enough and we're not going to get Champions League with this manager, but I feel inclined to say that I said it at Brentford. I'm going to say it again. We went 2-0 down. We brought 2 goals back. That was a positive, okay? I'm all for the positives. 2 points dropped against a team that is guaranteed relegation is not good enough. It's crap. It's crap. And this is the mentality that all of you accept when you back this manager. A manager who has never achieved anything in his career. He scraped the championship title last year with the best team, with the most money, the best players. Scraped it. And somehow this man is qualified to coach football at Stamford Bridge, where Jose Mourinho won the Premier League. We had Carlo Ancelotti, the current Real Madrid manager, managing at Stamford Bridge. I mean, Antonio Conte, winner. Sarri, won the Europa League with us, got us to a Carabao Cup final. Like, every manager that I could say, maybe Lampard is the only one that you could question his CV compared to Maresca. Even Graham Potter had a better CV than this manager. Now, CV isn't everything, but it is something. And if you're asking me to trust what I'm seeing at the moment, I say, trust what? Trust side to side? Trust pass backwards? Trust starting a centre-back as a right-back when you have 3 right-backs who can play there on the bench. You got Reece James on the bench, fine. You got Gusto on the bench, and you've got Josh Achimpong, and you still choose to play Chalobah. Make it make sense, please. Now, there's no doubt in my mind that, if I'm being totally honest with you, I think in the second half we probably deserved the 3rd goal. I'm not going to sit here and say we didn't. But if Maresca hadn't fucked up at the beginning with the first half, then we wouldn't have been in a position to have to claw back the game anyway. First of all, he keeps starting the goalkeeper, Robert Sanchez, who is, honestly, there's a good argument from, he's the worst goalkeeper in the league, and he has been for a while. He's absolutely rubbish. And people say, who do you play? Play Jorgensen, give him a chance. If he's crap, at least you've tried. Maresca hasn't even tried that. So for me, that's number 1. Number 2 is play players in their natural position. We had a go at Poch last year, constantly doing that. What are we seeing our current manager do? Playing a centre-back as a right-back when you have 3 right-backs, one of which who performed very well against Warsaw, Josh Achimpong. He was lovely. Maresca said he was in love with him. He's like that guy, he says he's in love with you, gets you into bed, you're not going to hear from him again. That's a classic Tinder date right there with Maresca. I want to swipe the other way. Can I reverse swipe, please? I'll upgrade my subscription, Chelsea. Please, I'll upgrade. Get rid of this manager. I'm telling you, he is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. I'm telling you right now, anyone who's still backing him, we couldn't beat fucking Ipswich. And you are still telling yourself that he is good enough and that we can beat the likes of Aston Villa and Newcastle and Man City and Nottingham Forest. Let me ask you this. Do you think we beat Fulham away from home? Okay, maybe we could win that game. Who have we got as well? We've got Everton. We beat them 6-0 at home last year. Do you think we're going to get a result when David Moyes is there? Again, there's a chance we could do it. But then you go further down the line. You got Newcastle away. You got Liverpool at home. United at home. Always a draw in that game for some reason. I mean, last year we did win, but we always end up drawing against United. And fucking Nottingham Forest. We can't even get points against teams that are already relegated. And you're telling me that when it comes down to crunch time, with one of the worst away records against big teams that I've seen in a long time, that we are going to beat Forest and Newcastle and push up the table. Man City go 2-0 down, they score 5. We go 2-0 down, and I've got fucking fans celebrating the Ipswich drop points. Is this the mentality that we now accept at this football club, that it's a point gained against Ipswich? I'm sorry. It's baffling to me. It's absolutely baffling. People say I'm negative. What was that? If I'm negative, then I don't know what to say. Maybe I'm just lying to myself. Maybe I'm not seeing something about this process. And there's something about the way that Clear Lake and Bowley, the way they're running this football club, they've got a greater vision in mind. And I'm just not seeing it. And Maresca could be the key to all of that. But as far as I'm concerned, throw away the keys and lock me in the jail cell, because I don't want to go back in there. I don't want to fucking watch that crap. Listen, the first half was rubbish. Second half was better. I do believe that the players are fighting. I don't buy this notion that they're not trying. I think they're trying. But I think they're being set up to fail with a manager who's just not experienced at this level. He's underqualified and he doesn't know what he's doing. So as much as I keep criticising Maresca, really it's the people that hired him that are the problem, because you should have never hired a championship manager. That should have never happened. And it did. So that's where we are. Ultimately, we're stuck with what we have for this season. And I'm just going to have to pray that we can claw our way into a Champions League finish. But I don't see it happening. You've got the likes of Emery and Eddie Howe, Newcastle riding on a high. You've got Guardiola, a serial winner. Like, where do you see Maresca outclassing these guys? And where do you see our players showing that they're better than what the other teams have? Because I don't see it. So let me know in the comments what you think. I'd love to ramble on, but the camera's going to run out of charge. So listen, let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you think Maresca's just not good enough for this job? We're stuck with him. Or do you think we need to give him more time and we can still achieve the Champions League dream? Because for me, right now, it's just a dream. Like, I'm not seeing any logical reason why we get into the Champions League based on the football I'm watching and the decisions that have been made at this club. All the best, guys, and we will catch up very soon.